back, neck, knee, or wrist brace at little or no cost to you.
800-368-6704. 800-368-6704. 800-368-6704. That's 800-368-6704.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
All right, 5 minutes after 11 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. Several years ago, Robin and I recorded a song called Hair is Important to a Girl. Mm-hmm. And it was a story song about, the people who have long, beautiful hair and decide to cut it off, which is not always an easy decision, especially for young girls, and maybe for the guys
fellas
that
too.
Do it too. But it looked like it was mostly girls. And this was one of those organizations that donates hair, or takes hair donations, I should say, and makes wigs out of them for cancer patients. And I just thought, oh my gosh, what a great selfless thing to do, just to say, you know what, this thing I have on my head is beautiful, but somebody else needs it because she's right now living without hair. And then we got involved with the American Cancer Society, and we had a couple ladies in talking about, and he always asked, well, where does the money go? And the money went to things like wigs, to prosthetic bras, to bathing suits that were, for ladies who had mastectomies. And it's just those little things, we always look for the big cure, for cancer, and hopefully one day we'll have that announcement. But until then, it's little great ideas like what we're talking about right here that make life more livable and more enjoyable for those people who are living with cancer. And that is exactly what we're going to talk about right now. I have on the phone, and I know I have a pronunciation guide so I don't mess up, Hernani, Oliveira, I probably messed that one up, and Mark Reisenauer. That one looks a little bit easier. And they're talking to us about a way that we might be able to help with some ideas, just some ideas. Mark is a cancer caregiver and the senior vice president of the oncology business unit at Estelas. And Hernani Oliveira is a student at the University of Porto, Portugal, and the 2017 grand prize winner of the Estelas Oncology C3 Prize. He had an entry called Hope Project, so I'm looking forward to hearing about that one as well. All right, Mark and Hernani, good morning, guys. How are you?
Good morning. Well, thank you.
Yeah, you both.
Good morning. Very happy to be with you.
There. Okay, and now I can hear you both. Hernani, can I ask you first, what was your project? What did you do?
So my project is called the Hope Project, and it was developed to fight anxiety and the sedentary lifestyle that often accompanies children hospitalized with cancer. So in order to do that, we conceptualized a video game for tablets and smartphones that tells a story of a child who fights cancer as a superhero who fights against the bad guys. So this video game for children, the innovation of this video game is that lies on the combination of a serious game component to teach topics about cancer with an exergaming component that promotes exercise through the front camera of mobile devices.
Oh my God!
And based on this video game.
So
Thank you.
Did the idea come from a personal story? Did you have somebody in your life or yourself who was going through cancer?
Well, actually, I studied oncology on faculty. I have a master's degree in oncology. So I saw every day people struggling with this kind of situations. But on a personal level, to receive this award was very important because I had this project earlier in the days, but this award marked my life too, because it was a very significant moment, because it happened 1 year after I was diagnosed with a lymphoma. And during this year, I chose to focus myself on the Hope Project and did all the treatments. And I decided to apply to C3 Prize because I noticed that these kind of projects we need them, you know.
Right.
So some months later, I finished my radiotherapy. I was in Mexico City receiving a Thales C3 prize. So it was amazing.
That is really cool. Mark, I think you're giving people a really great opportunity to kind of maybe take an idea they've already used, like with their own mom or their own dad or their own wife and husband. I'm wondering how many people have already had ideas that they just didn't know they could share it with the world.
Exactly, and that's what we're trying to do with the C3 prize. Our experience in the past couple of years, this is our third year with the contest, is that we've had great ideas that come from all over the world, but they come from all sorts of people. It comes from patients, caregivers, doctors, entrepreneurs, and I think what we have found, I guess it's not surprising, is that the best ideas come from those who are closest to the problem. And as much as we as a company try to anticipate what problems are, the best ideas come right from the source.
And you're accepting entries through July 25th?
That is correct. We're accepting entries from around the world through July 25th. And for those who want to learn more or want to submit an idea, you can do both at www.c3prize.com.
And what are the prizes?
So the prizes, the grand prize winner will receive a $50,000 unrestricted grant, and the two runners-up will each receive a $25,000 grant, and all three winners will receive a one-year subscription to Matter, and Matter is a healthcare incubator that is based in Chicago.
And you're focusing on low and middle income countries for right now?
Exactly. This year we're focusing on low and middle income countries, and the reason we're doing that is that we found that the greatest burden for cancer is in these areas. So, for example, when you think of all global cancer deaths, 70% are occurring in these areas, and they only get 5% of the global cancer resources. So we think the need is very high here, and that's why we're focusing our efforts in those areas.
Are the ideas both physical, tangible, like products, as well as maybe emotional, like make some kind of an idea to bring up your spirits, that kind of thing? Are there ideas like that are not even tangible?
Good question. I would say yes. We have three categories we're looking for. Could be tangible or intangible. It is in the area of support tools, educational tools, and technology. So it could run the gamut of, psychosocial support, educational support, things of that nature. And we think that these categories really reflect where the need is. But in terms of what people submit, they don't need to have a fully formed idea or prototype. If they have a pretty good idea, you could submit that also. I can tell you in the previous 2 years, some of the finalists have just been an idea, but we thought they were so interesting it was worth pursuing.
Wow.
But Hernani took it one step further, and he actually created the technology for the video game to help the children.
That is cool, yeah.
Exactly. Hernani had a great example there, and we've seen even the year before the winner also had a similar prototype virtual reality software to help reduce anxiety in children going through cancer treatments also. So, yeah, we've run the spectrum of various stages of the idea.
We've heard it many times that attitude does play a role in how quickly somebody recovers from cancer or even gets completely rid of cancer. I'm guessing some of these ideas help out with that whole morale. Am I right?
I think that is a great point. I think coming up with the idea in and of itself, I'm sure is helpful for the people doing it. If you're battling cancer, you're a caregiver, and I think what is common that we have found is that, and it's actually very much in line with how we feel about this, is that people want to do more. They want to give back. They want to do everything possible to help others. And I think that in and of itself not only is a good thing to do, but certainly makes you feel great.
All right, I went to the website. It looks very easy to navigate. C as in cat. 3, the number, c3prize.com is everything you'll need to know to take this to the next step. Hernani, thank you so much for being on the air with us. Congratulations. And Mark, thank you for what you're doing. You're making the world a better place.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
You are welcome. We'll be right back.
Howdy folks, RL here for Dairy Queen again to tell you about what's hot and what's not. Dairy Queen has some of the best char-grilled chicken breasts on earth, as well as their chicken breast salad. And the burgers are exceptional, cooked on a real grill for the best flavor and less fat. And for dessert, blizzards are unequaled. Personally, banana split is my